In this week's parsha, Yosef is freed from prison and in a very aggressive way is able to save the world from a terrible famine that was taking place at the time. Yosef did not only attain freedom in a sense that he was no longer in prison, but he was free to do anything and change the world in many positive ways. I was thinking about Hanukkah. If you read the Rambam, when he discusses the miracle of Hanukkah, he goes through in Halacha Aleph and Beis, he goes through all the different terrible things that were going on at the time of the miracle of Hanukkah. He goes through how the Jews were, how they were not able to practice many Jewish customs. They were not allowed to learn. Their money was taken from them. Their daughters were taken from them. The Beis Hamikdash was destroyed. And he talks about the great nuisance that the Goyim were having on them at the time. Yet later in Halacha Gimel Daled, when he discusses the mitzvah of lighting the candles, it seems that what we are celebrating is not necessarily the freedom that we had from the Greeks. In fact, we are celebrating the main mitzvah on Hanukkah is lighting candles. We're celebrating that the candle lit for 8 days when it was only supposed to remain lit for 1 day. Why don't we celebrate the freedom that we attained from the Greeks? Why are we only celebrating the fact that the mitzvah, that the candle that was supposed to light for 1 night, lit for 8 days? Perhaps this is the reason, same reason that Yosef, what we see Yosef in this week's parasha. Freedom is not necessarily about becoming free. What we celebrate is what we do with that freedom. Yosef HaTzadik did tremendous things with his freedom. He saved the world. The Chashmonaim, what they did with their freedom was they went right into the Beis Hamikdash and they wanted to perform a mitzvah. And the fact that they wanted to do the mitzvah, that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu made this great miracle that the light burnt for 8 days. Had the Jews come out of this gullus, of this terrible time, and not been busy with doing mitzvahs, then they may not have been worthy of such a great miracle. The fact that we were freed, that we sort of expect from Hashem. But the fact that we did something positive with that freedom, and we tried lighting the candle, that is the great miracle. And that's what we have to do today with our freedom. We live in a great society where Jews are able to live free and do so much. We have to be able to comfortably use that freedom in a positive and spiritual way.